Hi, and we're back. Another week has gone by. Where has that week gone? I don't know, but it went. And we're here on the Friday. Yes, it's the Dad's RC Hangar Friday video. I almost didn't make this video because yes, I still need some more bits and pieces. I look at it and think, I need a bit of that, and I need this, and I need this. Anyway, let's get on with the ZOHD build, shall we? Alrighty, welcome back. I've had a fun week. Have you had a fun week? I've had a bit of a crazy week this week. I did actually build myself a little tool chest that I'll show later on at the end of the video. Started, I've not finished it, but it's just I'm fed up of doing the okey-cokey and gymnastics to try and get a screwdriver when I'm on the video trying to show you guys and girls bits and pieces. Okay, well thanks for Taz FPV for responding. There's a couple of other people, but Taz FPV responded to what to do with all the bits and pieces, and I'm going to tell you what he said. If you didn't read what he said, he said basically, so the actual video transmitter gets really hot, so mount that on a piece of wood away from the receiver and GPS. Well, the GPS is going to go on this center part, and the receiver, I'm not sure. I still need to get the receiver, but I'm going to get one of FR Sky's little receivers, a 4-channel receiver, and it depends which one I'm going to get. Can't remember what it's, F9 maybe, I'm not sure. Kind of a long range. I'm not going to go too long range with this, obviously, with all these laws that have come out. But yeah, so I'm going to probably put that sort of maybe around the front up here. I don't know. We'll get to see that. And then he was saying that obviously the GPS needs to be facing upwards, so that'd be a great spot for that. And obviously he does say to keep it away from the motor. Did he say where is it? Otherwise it would pick up a damn thing. Good place is to put it on the top of your wing, on top of your wing hatch, about 3 or 4 inches away from the motor. Great video. Right, okay, that's me. I've got it. Yes, thanks Taz for replying on that. Well, okay, let's get the GPS module. Now, this is the GPS module that I brought, powered by U-Blocks. Yeah, okay, there's a name of it, but I can't remember what it is. So basically what I did is they had the cable coming out the back. Now, off video, I took this apart, I'm avoiding all my warranties, and I drilled a hole in the bottom so the cable would come out the bottom. If you can see that. Now, what I will do is, well, it's trying to track on something else, and it's probably looking for my screwdriver. I'm looking for my screwdriver. I'm sitting on it. Right. So basically, I'll fill that up with a bit of gumph. So the idea is on the top of this, middle piece, is that I'll make a little hole in a minute, and it can stick on there, and the cable will go through, and it's all nice and lovely and neat. Right, now there is another thing apart. As I say, I'm not really ready for this video, but I wanted to do a video just to say hi to everyone and how we're going to progress and where we're going to put stuff. We'll probably put the GPS on. So I put my smaller lens on to get a bit closer. Extreme! But it's a bit too extreme. But anyway, so I've got to the Maytech 405 wing that I'm going to put in. Now, if you notice, you've got like little hex. If I get my here and here, so there's 4 hex nuts that you actually get with the wing, with the Extreme, and I thought I had them with me, and I've obviously put them in the box. But trouble is with the Maytech, sorry, it's got little diddy screws. So where would you put the standoffs? I like to hex standoffs on there anyway. I mean, haven't got figured out how I'm going to stick this down here. Maybe, but I just put a bit of, because these screws do protrude a little bit, so don't get a true flat surface. But obviously it needs to be flat, I guess. Now obviously it's got a little arrow there. You can see that arrow here. That's got to be pointing to the front, which is over there. So it does fit. It will fit in there like so. Now that's great, but there's a little bit of a problem. Let's see if I can bring that up and make sure it's all in focus and everything else. Right, here, which I'll put my screwdriver through, is the carbon spar. Now here, which I'm putting my screwdriver through, there, is a little screw that goes onto the wing. Now, this is the screw here. Now, trouble is, when it goes on this side, if I stick it in this side, now if I want to take the wings off so I can store it in the hangar, but Chris, leave the wings on. But no, I want more room in my hangar so I can have more planes. But if I push that through, so it's ready to kind of go on the wing, it's kind of hard. It's going to hit the standoffs. I mean, I call them standoffs. I don't know what they call them, but basically you'll have these soldered in. Get them in the packet, which come with it, which is pretty cool. You'll have these soldered on, so then you can put. So you can put your little connectors, clip them on to where they need to go, rather than cut these off and soldering it straight into the board. Just in case you've got a problem with something, you want to get rid of it, to do that. So what I came up with, that I did off camera, here's one I prepared earlier, is I don't even see that, you probably can, but that's lost its round edge and that hasn't. And all I basically did, really simple and simple, yeah, I'll leave it at that, really simple, a bit like me, is I just pretended I was colouring when I was about 4 years old, you know, big black area, oh, dark days. Yeah, so I just keep, I mean, I'm sure you don't want to see this, but I'm going to show you anyway. What I do, just in case someone didn't think of that idea. Sometimes you think so hard about a situation or a problem that you actually miss the easiest piece. So you can see now, my second thought was I was going to sort of like almost make this into like a hexagonal, so then I could put a spanner and tighten these up, because obviously my little chubby fingers, you know, are not meant to be for small holes, misses. So, but yeah, this is all I was doing for that. So that's going to enable me to put it in without going mad on everything else. Sorry, so why does everyone want to call me or buzz me when I'm trying to make a video? I think they know. I think they just want to come in and say hello. Right, so anyway, so you know, let me just bring up a picture while I'm scrubbing this a bit more. So this is what the actual board is going to wire into. Obviously, you know, I don't know if we're going to put any LEDs in, but I might do. A buzzer, possibility. It's always good if you lose your wing or whatever, lose your ZOHD, you know, then at least you can hear it. If you can't see it, there's something else. Obviously, we're going to have the receiver. We've got, we're going to be using one camera on here. You know, we're not going to use any airspeed or anything else, and we've got obviously the video transmitter, and we're only going to use one ESC, so one motor. So that's exactly how we're going to wire it. So you know, there's a bit of space. I could put this sort of like over the well, you're not looking at this now, so let's come back to me. So if you saw on there, if I go to the ESC here, the first two here are LED, and then there's the buzzer. So even if I have it there and have this here, it can still go back into there. I hope that's in focus for you. So you know, if I need to pull it out a bit, it's not going to hit any of the standoffs and the cables coming out. So and that basically is as simple as that. So I've made them. I can, you know, file them down a bit more if I want to, but you know, I'm not going to get my fingers on there. You know, not that I can see that. You know, if I'll probably decide that I'll just leave the wings on. Who knows? But there you go. So simple trick. And that's what I did. So let's chuck these back in. These go in either side. These are just to hold your wings on. So as I say, we're not going to put this in today. The video is not going to be long. This could be a separate video. I'm waiting. What am I waiting for? Oh, I'm waiting for some. I bought some of this cable because you know it's not going to. This has got to be cut down. So you know, I'll just put another XD, cut it, put another XD60 on, Sorry, I'll cut it. Yeah, I might put I was thinking, should I put an XT60 so I can join it, so then I can take it off. You know, if the ESC fails or something, I can just take it off, and rather than keep soldering onto the Matec board. I mean, you don't want to keep soldering on here. That's the whole idea, because you're just going to end up heating and making it crap, basically. So, yeah. So I could probably. I probably won't use that. This is probably just going to be a spare piece. But yeah, so I'll probably put a male and female connector here, and it can live underneath here, and then sort of the board where the power will be would just be kind of going into the ESC1, which is kind of there. So yeah, so that's that to do. I've got some more of this cable anyway, because obviously I need a new cable to go all the way to the front. All the way to the front to. I'm very today. I don't think my mind. I think, you know, this is where I want. You know, I should have just put something up and said, you know, I've been having a video today because my brain doesn't work. Yes. Anyway, so we're going to have a camera at the front. Probably a couple of cameras, depending, but definitely one for the FPV in there. So I need an extension cable for the camera, and I haven't got those cables. And the other extension cable is for my video receiver. No, video transmitter, sorry. Now this as Taz was saying, Taz FPV, gets friggin' hot. And where to put it, you know, I don't want to put it on the wing. I don't want stuff in the wing. So I reckon if it's kind of like here, it's going to be sort of like okay, isn't it? So the best thing to do would be to put it in my hatch. So the area will probably come out here, so it's not too close. I don't know if this matters, if it's close to the motor or the ESC. I wouldn't have thought so, as long as it's kind of like there, if you can imagine it there. So I'm just going to get a piece of wood, like you said, and put it in here, and then, you know, you've got some great ventage there. That's going to bring in the air, go straight across that and cool that down. But what I'm going to need is, you get these cables. I'm not sure what that connector's called. I'll have to try and find out. But I want some ones with some long cables, or even maybe if I can extend those. They're really rubbery. So that will go down to the, depends which way I want to put it, whether I just put it around sort of like at the back arse, or, you know, I like my cables nice and neat. And then that will go back into the hatch, because the hatch is not going to be opened all the time, because, you know, the front hatches. So, you know, I could have a cable leading down inside or wherever, in there. So it'll be in there, and, you know, that's a good few inches away from the motor. I'll put it quite near the front. It doesn't, you know, it shouldn't. Yeah, I need to work out. It's very kind of a bit of a pain, really, because, you know, everything seems to be. I suppose it's the wrong place, but yeah. You know, if I put it on the wing now, you know, I'm going to show you this actually. This is kind of a little, before we just put the GPS. As I say, it's not much of a video. It was just basically to say hi and how you doing, and thanks to a couple of new subscribers. Appreciate that, I really do. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because obviously it makes it, it's nice that people are following my journey. I don't know if that's kind of super white or super bright, but on this wing, you can take out that little square. Now I'm trying to do it so I'm not blinding you. There you go. There you go. So you just take that chunk of cheese out, and, you know, I was almost thinking of just putting this here, in there, and the aerial coming through the wing. This would, I'd have to cut something out for that to sit somewhere, or, you know, sort of point it so the aerials come in kind of more here. But it's like Taz was saying, if that gets red hot, then there's no real airflow, because you don't want to leave that open, because you know, when you hit the grass and stuff, I don't know. But yeah, so there's in each wing there's this chunk of cheese that just plops out, and then plops back in again. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So there is room. So as I say, you know, you can leave some more comments. I mean, Taz hopefully will quickly look at this and say, what the hell are you doing, Chris? And yeah, see if my idea of sticking a bit of wood, sticking it in there, I mean, making sure that it's not too close to the motor, obviously, so there's no interference. Doesn't matter if it's close to the flight controller. And the GPS is going to be sitting sort of, well, it's got the right way. It's got an arrow on the. Oops, sorry, it's got an arrow on the front there. So we'll do that anyway. So let's do something at least, so we can say, yeah, we've done something today. So let's get my little kind of drill thing. This is kind of like a battery drill thing. Battery drill. I'm just going to make a little hole. I'll tell you what, I've got a lovely little. So it's just so I can make a nice soldering iron that I picked up. Look at this. This is a soldering iron that the cable goes into there and it runs off an XD60. How cool is that? And it's awesome. And you know, this can come apart, but it lives in my new little toolbox that I made. Did I mention that? So yeah, so I'm just, you know, at least I can reach my tools and bits and pieces. Right, let's open wide, madam. Well, that's a bit of a. So if I just. That's a bit wonky, actually. That is a bit wonky. I'll tell you what, we won't use that because I'm going to end up making a massive hole in there. I don't know why it's a bit wonky. I must have used that drill bit before and gone a bit crazy. Okay, so we had the technology to rebuild, and we have now a pokey thing. So let's stick that pokey thing in there. I'm going to just tip this because I can see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard because it's fighting me. Like the drill bit wants to fly off. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. I do believe that's a hole. That's a hole. So yeah, I mean, I can. We'll see. This is a few videos on this. You can't see in the background, but there's another box. There's another plane. Yes, I bought another plane, but it's not. Now, hang on, but let's just shut up a minute. Me, that is. About another plane. I'm going to try and get this in there now. It was easy. I don't want to start cutting these off because I'm going to actually use these. So I've got to kind of stack these in. He says, I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll give it a go. Stack these in so they'll all go down. Get in there. Which ones? There's one dangling, there's one not dangling. There's the white one. Da, 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 da. Stick it in there, he says. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Do you see? I see. Just needs a bigger hole in there. I didn't make me hole big enough, missus. I'm a bit annoyed because my little drill bit wasn't drilling enough. I know what it is. That's why it's fighting me, because it was coming onto the ridge inside. Sorry, this is about as interesting as watching paint dry. But yeah, this is about. Let's just get a nice little wood drill bit. Sacred blue, everyone's going. He's using the bleeding wood drill bit. Here we go. Oh, boom. Right, so let's stack these back in. Yes, so I got a different plane. It's not a massive warbird. It wasn't an expensive jet. It was something that I've been looking for and waiting to come in the country. So we'll do a video on that soon. We'll do unboxing. You know, I might even get time to do it this weekend, because my little cables and everything have not come into Sunday. That's a typical, isn't it? They say, yeah, order it today or get it tomorrow, and then you buy it and it says this will be delivered Sunday. It's like, what the hell? Right, so where I made that hole in the bottom, that should sit there nice and snug as a bug in a rug. Now this did come with a sticky thing, with a 3M sticky, and as everyone knows, 3M is good. So I'm just off camera actually trying to get open these bags, me and these bags. So let's, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stick it on the bottom there. The little, someone's wrote on here, V2, 4 times blue, 1 red. God knows. But anyway, so let's stick a sticky there. My 3M sticky in the middle. And let's make sure it's all clean now. I'm just going to point it to me again because I need to make sure that the arrow and the hole with the cable are all pointing where I want them to, which is there. There you go. It looks like some sort of plane, doesn't it? With a plane. It is a kind of a plane or a wing, or I don't know. What would you call this? A wing, or would you call it an FPV plane? It's not a wing, is it? Because it's got a body. Yeah, it's like one of them planes. I can't remember what it's called now. It's got the little turret on top. So there you go, Taz. That is facing to the moon. And then what I could do is in there, I'll just put a bit of gumph put a bit of gumph in there in case any water gets in, or in there, or in there, around there. A bit of silicone maybe, just to stop. Right, so there's my cables coming out, which I'm not going to cut. I could cut down, but then I'd have to remake all the ends. Bit of a pain really. So I could just push that down, and then that will sit nicely into the flight controller. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's all. That's all I'm going to do in this video, and I reckon this will be a quick video, he says. But yeah, it was just really just to show you what I'm thinking of doing. So as I say, we need to solder on here. I think that would be a video on its own, because I need to solder, and 2, then we'll connect it to the PC and make sure that it's okay, because last thing we want to do is well, we should connect it to the PC first really, before we put it in and start soldering, because it might be a faulty board. You don't know. Still thinking about, you know, whether I should just use my sticky pads, my Velcro sticky pads, or is that going to make it sort of so it's a bit off tilter. You know, there's a bit of wood there for a reason, but unless I just put some double-sided sticky tape, some decent sticky tape that I put over, that as long as it protrudes these screws, and then stick it down there, because you know you might want to take it back out again. But that's basically where it's going to live. So you know the GPS is nice and far away from any receiver, because the receiver probably will be around here maybe, or there, or haven't quite figured where to put the receiver. It's only a diddy one, but it's going to be away from that. And the transmitter I suppose, when you think about it, will probably be above that, and it's not too close from there. I mean, it's got some inches here. You're looking at, you know, it's going to be about 4 inches from the GPS, and the aerial was probably going to be about 5-6 inches from the motor. So I reckon that's going to be alright. I reckon I just need to pull a piece of timber. I haven't got any, so tomorrow I'm going to go to a local craft shop and see if they've got a bit of balsa wood or something I can shape and stick in there. Haven't really figured out what to stick the video transmitter, the Tramp HV, down with. I've got to get an extension cable for this connector, so I'm going to try and see if I can find the extension cable. If not, I'll have to get some of this rubbery cable, find out what gauge it is, and make my own clips. I do have, I haven't got these clips, I have some different clips. But as I say, the other end is going to have these little clips. If I can find them. Yes, here they are. There's a little pack. A little pack I got here. So it has got the standoffs, and also you can make your little clips, and somewhere in here there should be, stick it in there, there's little singles. As I say, on there you can see that it's There you go. In fact, I hope that is that in full gus? Probably not. There you go. So a different size. So they're just basically the ends that you can make, and these are little clips that you can take off and put on. Yeah. So I can make my extension cord. I just haven't got the cable. That's what I need to do, I think. But yeah, Taz. I mean, if you're in agreement, if you get a chance, let us know if you think that's a good place to have it. I mean, for aeration, that's perfect. You know, and I've got a little right angle bend for the antenna, and it is only a little diddy antenna, it's a little stubby antenna that's meant to be pretty cool. It's going to sit on the back there. Boom. How's that go? Look at that. Boom. You wouldn't even know it's there, would you? Well, I would, because we're putting it there, but you know, if you actually looked at it, maybe you'd think it's like a little lid thing. Anyway, yes. Okay, so that is the, yeah, I think that's the best place for it. Let us know if you think not, before I start investing in bits of wood and gluing and everything else. So basically, that's not a lot, this video. But you know, everything else is going to need some time to get into, especially the board. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there that show you how this board is done, but I'll take you on my journey, because this was all about to see if I just, you know, break stuff, kill stuff, don't get it working. But yeah, okay, let's come back to me. Okay, welcome back. I don't know if I told you about this. This is a little box I made. Yeah, well, that's not meant to be on there really, but anyway, this this is a little box. It's great. I've not finished it yet. It's got a lot of bits and pieces. I got my little solder things going on there. I've got some electronics going in there, but just thought it's just easier to get on my screwdrivers and bits and pieces rather than stretching across and make myself look an idiot. Well, I'll make myself look an idiot anyway, but who cares? It's Friday, and it's that Friday feeling. So this was a short video, I think. I won't know until I post it up to YouTube. But just I want to thanks for people for responding and commenting. It's nice to have a little chat with people that are much more experienced than I am. Especially Tez FPV. He's been there since I've started, so I really appreciate you, mate. I really do. I wish I had more time to get ready, get stuff ready and start doing it. But I think the next video definitely will be the Maytech board. Let's hook it up to the computer. Let's do some dialing in. I've got some rough dialings that dialings in. That's the wrong word, really, isn't it? But some rough. What's the word I'm looking for? Specs. I've got some specs. So, I think that's the right word anyway. But you know, so I know what levels to set everything. That's a good starting, and I've done a bit of research on this. So, as I said, this the F0405 Maytech is an older one now, but I've got it, and I'm not going to buy a new one, so it's going to go in there. So yeah, so well, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's get the numbers up there, and let's start some comments. You know, as I say, I'm going to get Dad's RC Hangar website going. I mean, you can Google it now, but it doesn't do anything, it doesn't go anywhere. Just so we can have a bit more discussion and chat. I know there's mega forums out there, but hey, this is my journey that we're travelling on, good or bad. But it's just nicer to have a bit more of a chat on a forum, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, it's goodbye from my new toolbox and from the ZOHD. So until then, keep flying, have fun, be safe. See you later now, bye bye.